What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Y'all doing good? I'm doing pretty good. I've been trying to work on my accent for my my video I want to do. If CIG developers were honest. Yeah, that's a video that I really want to do. I think it'd be really funny, but I also think it would piss a lot of people off. And you know, I'm not doing this. I'm not making this next video that I'm making to make people angry. It's just to have a little bit of fun, you know? And I think that we need to bring fun back to the internet. I think people are too divisive. You know what I mean? So I think just when you guys see the video, like, don't freak out. You know what I mean? It's a joke. I know that I'm the clear eyes guy and I have a very dry voice and a very dry personality, but I do like to try to be funny from time to time. That's true. That's true, Brian. $30K on launch. Nice. 30K. Am I just stuck in the menu now from this 30K? I left my AC on last night when I was sleeping, which I normally never do. Like, why the fuck's it so cold? And I woke up here this morning. I was like, oh, my AC's on, that's why. I don't know. I think I'm stuck here. I may have to. Star Citizen maybe already be trying to fuck with me this morning. And we literally just got started. Because like it said 30K, but it didn't take me back to the squirrel. Squirrel. Geronimo. After 30K, it's supposed to take you back to the menu. So let me just Alt F4 this real quick. Let's relaunch this shit. Already with the bull jive. I really wish y'all like Delta Force. Like, I had so much more fun playing that game. Oh. Have any of y'all played Delta Force yet? That game is great. Even with only 2 maps, it has like so much upside. I know you're playing Delta Force. Problem is, when I stream it, nobody watches, so that's the big problem. Let's see if we can get into a server. Hey, Carly. I see you out there. Working hard. Started playing Morrowind again. That's Elder Scrolls, right? Oh, Delta Force is free. You just need to watch someone who's streaming it for an hour, when they do their drops for codes and keys. I think the last game like that I played was this is so much better. I'll take this compromise. Oh, these bitches wiped all my items. Well, fuck y'all then. They didn't wipe that shit. I didn't get to keep my fucking Armatrix armor. Fuck you guys. Alright. Enough hooting and hollering. I kept this. Okay. There should have been a backpack for this. Am I right? Morrowind was great. That shit was hard too. Yeah, Morrowind goes hard. Underrated for sure. Scalpel. I guess this might be alright. Alright. Oh, this is PTU. The open PTU. By the way. That one's broken. Making shortened videos for Morrowind, been streaming it recently, and one of the few people that understands the mechanics very well of the game. That knowledge that came of the cost of a social life. I can imagine.
I think you're going to be happy with that.
Equip all. I don't know why I'm getting geared up. No, I'm playing in the PTU.
Good purchase.
At the moment, I don't know what we're really going to be getting into. Because I don't think Blockade runner is working. Oh, it is running. Cool. Because I haven't decided if I'm going to be a criminal or what yet. And I might need to go around and get like shield generators and like all kinds of other stuff. I'm leaning more towards just being an asshole today. You know? I want to be an asshole because my retaliator doesn't work. The cargo thing doesn't work, so I don't have a cargo ship that I can use. So I've been thinking about getting rid of my retaliator and turning that into a glaive. Even though the glaive is kind of useless, but it looks cool. And the only reason I'm doing that is so I can eventually get to a Perseus. So everything will be temporary.
Waiting passengers should be mindful of the platform's edge. Strong winds can arise suddenly. Trap now approaching.
When I was new to Star Citizen, I was welcomed into the game by some of the worst people in the game. I'm generally friendly and helpful, but I can also be a bit of a monster when I choose to be. Yeah. And I also think, like, with PTU, people don't, especially when it comes to, like, testing these new events, people don't test being a bad guy enough. I'm about to say, our train just, oh my god. Oh, this game gives me such PTSD. This guy's definitely a LARPer. Hey, buddy, you LARPing? Bob your head if you're LARPing. I guess this wouldn't be live action. Are you role-playing right now? Guy's like, leave me alone. Leave me. You must go. Yeah, what was I saying? I was like, oh yeah. I don't think people test being a bad guy enough in PTU. They're just like, don't kill us. We're not testing PvP. I'm just like, bro. You should know that people are going to show up to these events and start killing people, right? I mean, you've got to know this. One of my pastimes was to snipe ships with a railgun outside of Grim Hex during Jump Town. My kind of guy. My kind of guy. I totally understand that. I'm the same way.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Come on, don't be doing this shit now.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I think they're doing this shit on purpose. These fucking assholes, bro. They're assholes at CIG. There we go. It's like, why you gotta make me cuss at the goddamn game? It's too early in the morning. Let's put our Omni skies. I'll just run with stock shield generators. It's totally okay.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following place.
Who in my hangar? Oh, my gun just goes away. So glad nobody was breaking in here. Is it me or does the medium hangar look bigger? Did they increase the size of this shit? They do. They do take themselves way too serious. Oh my god, bro. Did my ship just fall through? Oh my god. I just see this being a bad idea, man. Having these fucking elevators and shit. I wish this livery was black and red. Destroy was good. Oh god. Oh yeah, looting in the new patch is gonna be a pain in the ass. Just so you know. I don't know if you've done anything on the PTU yet, but without local inventory, I don't know if they put any of those item lockers in the. God, I think it's still there. I want all that shit gone. Yeah, being a loot goblin, yeah, you're gonna have to bring a box with you everywhere. And the problem with that is like most places that you want to go that you want to use a box, like you really can't. It's not like a feasible thing to do. Like say you want to go to a distribution center, for instance. Without local inventory, if you want to go be a loot goblin, you're gonna have to take a big ass box and then loot things one by one. And the problem with that is like after a while, those NPCs will respawn. So if you're looting something, you know, and you're not paying attention, NPCs are just gonna spawn and start killing you. You're now a loot goblin. I'll take the mission. Let me accept. I promise not to play fair. And crash the desktop. 30K. God damn it. Hey, pork chop. What's good, name? Fucking 30K. But you know what? I almost prefer 30K. You know what I mean? At this point. They're all crashing since the dynamic event test. That's not surprising. Okay, I get to start all over again. Awesome. Isn't this great, guys? You got some news? What's up? Talk to us. Are you pregnant? Just kidding.
Welcome.
That was one of these undersuits. I recently found the potential worst exploit in 324 so far. Oh, dang. I was seeing earlier that people were crashing their games and able to use their weapons in armor zones. Yeah, I would love to, quote unquote, help the blockade runners. What's the exploit? Hopefully I gotta reclaim my fucking ship. Piss me off.
Your help. Armed tram now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
Dang, is it like how you break into their hangars? Is it that? Hey, but everybody wanted their own pocket dimension hangar, right? Because the other day I did glitch into somebody's hangar, and I was in there for like a couple of minutes before it finally kicked me out. The only thing was I only had like a little pistol, so like I didn't want to like engage, but I was sitting in their hangar for a while. Everybody walking in place, that's a good sign.
Obey all security and customs personnel at all times. Their job is your safety.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
You gotta be kidding me.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Welcome. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP
That's claiming,
Vehicle
right?
Retrieval System.
Since we have these personal hangars now, like, why don't we have an ASOP terminal in our halves? Like, let's just like a 30K happens, right? Like we just had. Like, since we all have personal hangars, just put one of these little terminals in my room, and then I can claim my ship. And by the time I get to the spaceport, you know, it's already ready. Blockade immediately expedited and got it fixed.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent.
Shit, by the time I get over there, it's gonna be over with. Binge in the building. What's going on, man? We got the whole gang in here. It was a Mexican standoff you fix or post video early to the public. Yeah, but you can still kind of do it. You can still kind of exploit it a little bit. Because like I said, I was in someone's hangar for like 2 or 3 minutes before it finally kicked me out. Which is more than enough time if you have weapons and armor to go in and cause a lot of havoc and damage. And steal all their shit. Yeah, man, it's like a whole reunion in here.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
I miss 317.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been visited.
317 was the peak, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. We had everything, man. We had everything. We had clear landing pads in 317. Because things didn't just persist in places. You know? We had fast flight. We had local inventory. You know? We had everything. And this is what we have now. Pull out ZR next to the pad and set your spawn. That way you don't have to... I don't have a CADR. Park it back in the corner somewhere. It's actually not a bad idea. But this wasn't because I died, it's because... So we're at Crusader this time? I mean, I don't get it. Since it's like a pocket dimension hangar, like, why can't we just have our hangars everywhere? If it's instance. What ships am I using for pyro? I tried to buy a Carrick over the weekend, but apparently you can only buy them at a certain time, so looking at the Corsair too. Yeah, I mean, pyro doesn't... You can use any ship in pyro because there's going to be like 12 space stations. And there's going to be fuel everywhere, so you don't need certain ships for pyro. Like, I made a video, I think, like last year talking about what ships will be good for pyro, but now, like, you can bring any ship. It doesn't matter. They've made pyro a lot less hardcore. Yeah, I don't play Dollhouse either. I get in my ships and leave. And honestly, like, it's not like you can leave something and put it in a certain spot and it'll stick. Like, it has like its own little grid, a furniture grid, or like, you know what I'm saying? If you have a big enough ship if you take off, it's gonna blow everything everywhere anyway. So it's like it's kind of pointless. So if you really think about it. But yeah, like any ship will be good for pyro because you don't have to worry about fuel. So it'll be fine. Any ship that you want to use, you can use in pyro. You know, if they were going to keep it how they initially told us it was going to be, I would say any ship that can remake its own hydrogen fuel, like the new Zeus ships that are coming out, would have been really good if they were kept pyro a little bit hardcore. They can remake their own hydrogen fuel. I think there's a couple of Origin ships that can do that. Any ships that would have been, I guess, fuel efficient would have been good, but it doesn't fucking matter. Like, there's hydrogen fuel and quantum fuel everywhere in pyro. Which kind of sucks because it should be one of those things where the players have to upkeep pyro. Like, if you want the outpost to have quantum fuel and hydrogen fuel, well, someone needs to be delivering fuel to those outposts. Not just like, oh, let me just go in here with my magical tractor beam and shoot a beam at a component. Like, make us actually have to upkeep the system. Like, if someone doesn't deliver fuel to a station, that station's not going to have fuel. So that's just my thing, though. And the other thing, though, like, I didn't remember seeing anything about refineries, but I don't, like, what stations have refineries in pyro? Like, how are they refining quantanium and all this stuff if they don't have it? Or if their stations are in a place of, like, disarray. You know what I mean? Exactly. I can cross that 3 or 4 times with a stock F8. It should cross pyro. Yeah, it'll be fine. I think you can even take I'm pretty sure you can take small ships to the jump gates too, which is dumb. Speaking of the F8, poor F8. Yeah, cannot predicted that one. Cannot predicted that one. He was spot on. Then they say, oh, well, we'll have the other little ones that you have to find. But it's like, damn, dude, like...
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, what I wanted to be, Pork Chop, was someone that would bring, like, weapons and things to pirates. You know? Be like a pirate's best friend, you know what I'm saying? But now, like, now that you can buy components and everything that you need in pyro, like, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, as long as you have like that's the other thing. Like, as long as you have like a NERSA, like with a vehicle, like you're gonna be fine. A cruise ship maybe needed to multiple crew to repair after a solar flare has happened. Yeah, but I mean, every ship is gonna have bubble shields, so as long as you don't have like stock shield generators, I think you're gonna be okay with the solar flares. Especially the bigger ships that have, 2 shield generators or more, they're going to be fine in pyro.
Quantum fuel at 75%.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Make sure we hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it.
Quantum fuel at 50%. Quantum travel complete.
We want the Carrack for that Star Trek multi-crew. Yeah, but the problem with the Carrack is the doors don't open. Like the cargo pod doesn't work. If the cargo pod to actually worked on the Carrack, it'd be one of the best ships in the game.
Quantum travel complete. Contact. Missile lock. Missile lock. Contact.
got away. Alright, need more missiles. Later, Squirrel. Thanks for stopping by, man. I really appreciate it.
Quantum travel initiated.
Bro, why are you shooting at me?
Quantum travel complete.
I don't think they should bring pyro assets to Stanton, though. I think they should leave pyro assets in pyro and then make better assets for Stanton. Like, I don't want any more copy-paste.
Initiated.
I don't want any more copy-paste outpost. The character's the most overrated ship in the game. Yeah, because it can't do anything. But like, if its cargo pods like actually opened, it'd be somewhat useful. But without its cargo pods opening, like, it's a useless ship.
Quantum travel complete. Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. Engines offline.
Compartment on the bridge can hold a component now. It's just empty. You can climb inside, close the door, look in third person to the crack, and jump out and kill a guy trying to fly off. Interesting. I don't think they... Hey, Portab, do you think they thought through, like, looting at outposts when they were doing all this elevator stuff? I don't think they did. Dude, this is, like, ridiculous, right? Like, it'd be different if you can carry, like, multiple things at once. People will try to steal it just because they can. I am those people. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass to unload a carrier once you pirate it. And you would think, like, with their new cargo changes, they would work extra hard to bring the carrier up to standard so the doors actually open. But I don't know what their problem is. Now, if you want to loot now, this is how you have to do it. If I had a big ship like that for explorations, I would want the Odyssey from Myst.
Engines online. Launch complete. Landing gear rejected. Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Alright, somebody's already been at this one. Trying to find players out here.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete. Missile lock. Missile lock.
Got him. I need more missiles though. That's the problem.
Quantum travel initiated.
Okay, this is actually kind of fun. The M2 is going to be amazing when we use the lockers when they release the M2 so I can play with my friends.
Quantum travel complete.
I don't even know when we're going to get the new bounty hunting in the game yet. One of the things that I've learned in Star Citizen is don't look forward to things. It keeps your expectations way down. But yeah, once we get the new style of bounty hunting, it'll be cool. But I mean, it could also mess you up, right? So let's just say you're hunting for somebody and they're by a jump point, and they have somebody on their ship that's not a bounty, and you kill everybody on you destroy the ship and you kill everybody. You know, then you have a crime stat, and now you're stuck in Pyro. Congratulations.
Complete. Landing gear deployed. Landing complete.
They're charging 1,000 for the ship. Oh, Cap is in. The can of OP.
Launch complete.
This ship would have been so good in the previous light model. Oh yeah, I forgot my line. People talking like pledging is mandatory. Yeah.
Landing gear retracted.
I'm actually gonna be making a satire video if CIG devs are actually honest. It's a satire video. It's not serious video, guys. So before you know, everybody gets their panties in a bunch.
Contact.
Nobody's here at this one. It's the only gameplay loop. Pork chop is working around the bugs.
Contact.
If I scared everybody off from doing the missions, there's a player out there who is killing other players. They are griefing. You must stop griefing other players.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, I don't know if Stars isn't if it's actually public. I don't think it's publicly traded.
Contact. Quantum travel initiated.
It's pretty normal though for companies to, or game companies to hire actual actors. The guy that voices Kratos, I think, was in Star Trek, or one of those space TV shows. Well, I think it's technically is still crowdfunded. I think most of their money comes from the ship sales in the player base.
Quantum travel complete.
I'm not defending CIG because they're definitely not perfect, but at the same time I recognize like how crowdfunding, that kind of stuff actually works. And trust me, like they've done some stupid things like making master modes. That was a dumb thing to do. You know, one thing I don't understand about this mission in general is, right, that Zeta Prelinae is supposed to have like a timer on it, right? So these guys are just sitting out here with like this material that can just explode. This sounds like an occupational hazard.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel
94% comes from ship sales. They depend on selling things that will never be released. That's their entire revenue model. I don't disagree with that.
quantum travel complete.
What up?
What up? I think I scared
Not
everybody
much.
from doing the mission. I've been flying out to these little points and nobody's out here picking up the cargo.
I figured I didn't hate myself enough, so I got on Star Citizen. Yeah, I kind of been loosely looking at chat while doing some stuff. Yeah, like the actors they got for Squadron 42, I don't know any of these motherfuckers. Like, one of them's like Ripley, right? I think from Alien. Like, I loosely know that one. That's it. The rest of them, like,
One of the guys
Who?
was in Game of Thrones.
who?
He's the Onion, the Onion Knight from Game of Thrones.
Quantum travel.
And that relates to Star Citizen. We paid extra for that because cool.
Yeah, I don't. To me, that's not a big a deal because, like I said, there's a lot of, like I said, like God of War, for instance. The guy who plays Kratos is like a B-list actor, and I'm pretty sure they paid him an exuberant amount of money to play Kratos. And he was like, I think he was in, I can't remember like if it was like Battlespace Galactica or Stargate. He was like in one of those TV shows, which is not like he's not like an A-list celebrity, but unpopular celebrities have to make money somehow, right? Unpopular actors to make money somehow, and a lot of times they do go out and voice video games by actual real actors. The chick from Smallville was in Assassin's Creed before she got found out to be a pedophile, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, that's not a big deal to me.
So what do I
Wait.
do if my personal hangar is in the elevator list?
I'll probably have to come pick you up, to be honest. Actually, I need to see this. I'm gonna come to where you are. You're at Lorville, right?
I'm up on the station.
You're at the station?
Yeah. This has to be local to me, right? It literally stops at Pad 4.
Oh yeah, that happens sometimes.
And the scroll bar doesn't go down any further. I can see it
So
at
the things that I care about, the shady practices Star Citizen does, I care about things more like, you know, they said like, oh, you know, Pyro's gonna be this way, right? And then it's like, oh, now all of a sudden we don't want players to actually upkeep the system. We're just gonna make it easy for everybody. Things like Kenop said that he predicted, players not being able to use the jump gate to have a CS3. Like, what is that? You know,
it's getting worse. Like the Care Bear rep system.
yeah,
Wait until you're shadow banned.
you just be stuck in Pyro the entire time.
Yeah, whatever system you were in, that's your home system, and you can either just stare at a wall or go sit in prison for a few real life days. Depending on it, it could even be a couple of weeks.
Yeah, like voice actors, like that's, to me, that's, I would rather them actually spend money on that rather than hiring some dude off Fiverr. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna hire voice actors, hire good actors. I was doing the Blockade runner mission. I was out there killing players who were running cargo, testing it for live. And dude, it's gonna be so easy to jump on players. It's gonna be so easy. You literally just show up. They'll be out there not paying attention. I got 2 guys like that already.
I just had to relog.
Quantum fuel at 75%.
I'm not saying like what they're doing is right. I'm just saying them hiring voice actors doesn't bother me. They should release the game. You know what I mean? And basically what I saw from their vertical slice last year, the game doesn't look that good, to be honest. It has some cool visuals in some spots, but I still saw bad frame rates, NPCs infinitely shooting and not ever reloading. You know, some of the same shit, you know, that we have currently. So I'm a new player. What happens if another player destroys my ship I paid with real money? Do you just go claim it at a terminal?
Yeah. Right now you just claim it, get your ship back. In the future you'll just get your base ship back. Right now the only thing if you pay with real money and die with and lose is armor.
Yeah.
You buy the armors and guns and you go out and die with that on you, it's gone until the next wipe.
Or if they somehow reset your account.
Yeah. Which they're not gonna do.
They don't do that no more.
Yeah.
Like I said, bro.
Send them a ticket saying I lost all my premium armor and weapons and stuff, they'll just tell you that's tough. Which is fair, right? Like, shouldn't be wiping people's account just because they lost something. But there should be a, since it's premium armor, there should be some just dumb lore thing. Like, it's got a tracker beacon and cops find it on criminals and it gets returned to you after a couple of days, you know? Whatever.
Yeah.
Just make up some fake lore and it just returns to you after a couple of days, you know?
Yeah, but make your lore consistent.
Yeah, just cops found it on, you know, Ninetales out there.
Yeah.
And it had your tracker on there, so it got returned.
What's not consistent in their lore is like when you release a video with a paid voice actor that says your F8 is your best ship ever, and then you fly it and it's fucking shit. That's lore breaking.
Then they nerf it.
Do they nerf it? It's like, what the fuck?
Guys, this is the best ship. This ship's too much. Okay, we'll nerf it.
I'm not really worried about the assets necessarily being the same, because at the end of the day, it's just like I understand and I get that a lot of it's going to be the same. I'm more or less talking about the jank. Like, I watched that video for the Squadron 42 vertical slice thing, and it was all the same kind of jank.
Yeah, did you see like the guy T-posing sliding through the fire?
Yeah.
That was my favorite part. I was like, you vertical slice this and you still couldn't get it right. Like, T-pose and slide through the fire, good enough.
Right.
No one's gonna notice.
Yeah, no one's gonna notice NPCs just infinitely shooting and not ever reloading.
I love the NPC matrix of like the different types they can be.
Yeah. I want an overly aggressive coward on my team.
Overly aggressive grenade, infinite ammo.
You got the arrow?
Yeah, because it wiped me. I ain't got no money, ships. Not much to do in this game, anyways.
All right, so the blockade runner's over by our corp this time. And what I want to do is just go to the little spots and just kill people.
Fun to me.
Yeah, T-Post should stay forever. There are just certain things that... Well, I need to get more fuel. Hold on.
I'm only in the arrows. Right there now. Won't take you long to catch me.
So if you accept the mission, it'll show you like where all the little spots are, and you can just fly to one. And people will just be out there and just start killing them. I don't even know Binge, but Binge has been one of the most people who call out CIG's bullshit sometimes. He's not a white knight. He's just not that invested into everything. Binge is an OG, man. He's a real OG in this game. Ah, Binge, that's how you afford all those fancy microphones. No wonder why you have $10,000 microphones and I don't. I need to get on that payroll, man. Paying you millions? You know what they say, everybody has a price.
Alright, you gotta hit that copium and spread the propaganda.
The copium and hopium?
Yep.
So copium is like cocaine, and hopium's like meth. I don't think I've seen Ben play this game. I think the last time I see Ben play this game was with Winters. And I haven't seen Winters playing this game in like at all in like almost a year. Ever since they took away the ability to knife fight, I haven't seen Winters play this game at all. And people are like, you can still knife fight. You can still knife fight. I'm like, not really, because knife fighting depends on your side strafe. And if you can't side strafe, you can't knife fight.
Exactly. Just gonna run into each other.
Yep. Like, I've literally been in space and like flying at an asteroid, and like, I'm like, bro, I should be able to just side strafe this thing easily, and my ship's just moving ever so slightly left and right. I remember you telling me about that. That was crazy. Timo got the knockoff Shure SM57/8s for like $23. I ain't never used Timo before.
Nah, what you should do is just buy the microphone apparatus itself and just build your own enclosure around it.
Right.
Quantum fuel at 75%.
Did you take the mission? Shit, I barely use Amazon these days. Only like when I really need something. Buy the dangerous land, pay the crap it's out of the flea market. That's how you do it. That's the correct way.
Quantum travel complete.
We go to one of these things. Is there anybody out there?
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
The more and more I think about it, the more I think it's not Amazon. I think it's mostly CIG messing up their own stuff. Because you have to understand who Amazon also has contracts with. Amazon also contracts with the United States government, you know, for defense purposes. So there's nobody at this one.
Yeah, like you could play a lot of games that run off Amazon stuff. They run just fine. Like most of them are ass. You know, like art and stuff. That MMORPG.
Yeah.
You know, most of the games made off it are pretty bad, but I mean they all run, you know, fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Quantum travel initiated.
Oh,
Quantum travel complete.
You by the station?
yeah, I'm about to get to fuel real fast.
Yeah, there's gonna be
NPCs.
NPCs out there, yeah.
Quantum travel initiated.
Why is no one doing the mission? Do the mission, guys.
Right.
I want to blow you guys up. I don't think server meshing is going to work with multiple. Because here's the thing, right? And I was thinking about this as I was, you know, coming up with my ideas for my satire video. So, like, each star system has their own server, right? Cannot. Essentially, it's what they're trying to do. And they want to have over 100 of these star systems. Thousands of these star systems. So you really telling me they're going to have thousands of servers? For people, for a player base of 50,000 people max? Because let's just be honest, most of the accounts that we see, they say, oh, we have 2 million players. They really only have probably like around 1 million. And I think at any given, at a peak, they may eclipse 100,000.
Yeah,
You know what
so
I mean?
they just will rent out more server space. You know, games like what was it that really talked about it in depth to try to give people more idea. I think Pal World talked about it a lot and stuff. I think Helldivers had the same issue. You know, a lot of games they'll start and they won't have enough servers to go around. You just rent out, you know, more available servers from your provider, the amount of servers that are out there in the world is, is very staggering. And in Iraq, you could have, 200 plus computers going. And imagine, a 6-story building full of these. How many servers that is, And imagine how many Amazon has. They have warehouses of these everywhere.
Right.
So getting the amount of servers wouldn't be the issue. It would having the coding to have, thousands of servers communicating to a main local one. And what kind of nightmare does that become when you have so many people and you're trying to keep everything up to date across 1,000 servers?
True.
Shields under fire. Contact.
I mean, it's not undoable. There's plenty of games I do, but if CIG tried to do that right now with what they have in place, it wouldn't work. They have definitely hit
Got me.
more than exceeded their limit on calls that their database can handle.
True.
Now imagine taking this over limited, database, fracture it 1,000 times, and make a master that they all have to talk to plus,
Exactly.
and the game would never even boot up.
That's why I think like the 1,000 or 100 things is not gonna be like a real thing. It's a far cry. And I think like with a space game, you can make a game that has a lot of depth to it with not that many star systems. Like you could have like
Yeah, they have a lot of back end they need to clean up and fix before they can even start dreaming a lot of the stuff they talk about. Because it makes you wonder, right? If Pyro is so well put together, right? We've had playtests and it's been all this time. There is a very particular reason it hasn't been implemented into live. There's, and you just gotta think, what's that reason? Why can't they put it in yet? And if they can't get a second system in, what makes you think they're gonna get a third, fourth, or fifth in? So when you're watching Star Citizen and they're showing all these pretty systems, keep it in the back of your mind, why haven't we even gotten Pyro yet?
they'll say it's because of server meshing.
Stand clear of the doors.
I forgot about the weapon distances as I was disengaging from that guy. I'm already dead. It's all good.
Summer last year, it felt good talking about everything, but we forgot next fall there was a semester paper due, and the leaves are starting to turn.
Yeah, and the other thing too is just like we don't have a lot of the stuff they were talking about during CitizenCon. Like the only feature that we have that actually works well is EVA. Everything else is pretty buggy still.
Yeah, well, it's funny the things they decide to change.
Now arriving.
Like the 3 skins and animation pose changes. Them adding in stuff, as you can see, like the more and more they're adding on, if you ever notice, like there's a lot more fine jank that's coming along in the game. Things that won't work the first time.
Yeah, so even with like the A2 and stuff, like it used to work, but now it doesn't. So it
Yeah.
just comes to the floor again. I mean, which I don't really care about. It's just, you know, and I really hate what they've done to the A2. Made it so fucking big and stupid.
Servicing the greater Area 18 metropolitan area. We hope you have safe travels wherever your final destination may be.
Welcome. Please visit us again. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Honestly, the only way I can see them without doing a lot of fixes, which is going to take a bunch of time, is to release pyro like they do when they do the evos and stuff with it in there. It's where you either select A or B and you're stuck in that system.
I need to go buy more fucking Omnis guys. Some of them got wiped during the update. All right.
Yeah, I lost my ship I bought and stuff. I have no money. No ships. Yeah, you'll have to pick, Pyro or Stanton if they want to release it now
Customs personnel at all times. Their job
and have double the servers running.
I don't
Basically,
think-
2 game instances going.
I don't think that would be a bad thing, to be honest.
And then to move between them, you'd have to like log out, go to the website, transfer your account to the other server, wait 5 minutes, and then log back in.
All right, luckily, I still have money.
Trap now approaching.
I lost my shield generators. I lost everything. I got the swap for the Polaris just because they committed to the bug releasing this year. Definitely holding my breath. Cannons are still better because the spread laser repeaters are really good if you have really good aim, because zero spread damage. Yeah, the cannons still hit harder. I still think they can make repeaters a little bit better. I still don't like the 2-kilometer weapon range. That to me just seems kind of crazy. Especially like if you want to make combat closer and people are shooting at 2 kilometers is weird.
And you're slow, so it takes forever to close that.
I also hit an F8 with 6 missiles and it didn't fucking die. If I get hit with 6 missiles in my F8, I'm dead usually.
Yeah, that landing gear armor, landing gear all around his ship.
Right.
We all win. Your help.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how much I'm gonna play this when it goes live. I'm just playing this because like it's in the PTU, it's in testing and stuff like that. But I don't feel like this is much different from what we already have. It's just they made some cargo changes that make the
What's
game
that?
longer. I mean, they did compromise with the item banks, but I think eventually they're going to try to go back to having like a physicalized inventory drawer, which is just dumb in a game like this. Like, my thing is like, you can have your cargo elevators in local inventory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of didn't mind the distinction they had for it already. There's a balance to find, and diving straight into realism just it makes it like a chore instead of a game.
Yeah. I don't think they will, because it should be already in the PTU if they had the economy to match the cargo. Like, bro, like even in today's age, there's this company that's making a sound device that takes out fires. They found like a frequency that they can use that gets rid of fires. And like, if they can do this today, in the future we're still using fire extinguishers. I just think that for a lot of the things they want to do in this game, they just have a real lack of imagination.
Yeah, there's the fire triangle for a reason. You knock any of the three out, you don't have fire.
Yeah.
In the future, you would think they would have a better grasping on it.
It's something that we're already working on today. Like I'll have to send you the link. But yeah, like we already have this. It's already being worked on today. And we're running around with fire extinguishers still in the future.
I've seen those. I've also seen, have you seen like the fire concussion grenades?
Yeah.
You just throw them in the fire and they explode and knock the fire out. Because it blows all the oxygen away.
Yeah.
It's like the sound thing does. It's just displacing oxygen to the fire, so it can't breathe anymore. You just knock out one of the three and boom, no fire.
And think about how useful that would be in a billion-dollar spacecraft, because it wouldn't damage your components with chemicals and other shit.
Freeze, bitches.
Right? times to fly the most nimble ship in the game. That's not according to me, that's according to the lore.
But it's got electrolytes. What plants want.
Weren't people wearing Crocs in the movie Idiocracy?
Welcome to
Yeah.
the ASOP vehicle retrieval systems. Vehicle
They wanted a shoe really bad, and they found Crocs.
Yeah, I've never
Like,
found Crocs to be
became
comfortable.
popular.
I've never found Crocs to be comfortable. Like, I wear them, my fucking feet would hurt. So I'm just like, I'm cool on Crocs. I just stick with my regular slides.
Right.
You never go full retard. You never go full simple jack.
Yeah. Tropic Thunder was wild.
Ahead of its time, really.
I've gone back and watched some older movies and realized it's like, wow, they would never fly today. Like, what is it? It's Zoolander, where he's like the model.
Yeah.
They do blackface like 4 times in that movie.
Yeah, they were trying to get mad at Robert Downey Jr. for blackface. But I'm just like, everyone that was black at that time signed off on it because we thought the shit was funny. Because it wasn't
Right.
being done to be racist. It was being done to be funny.
Yeah.
It was actually pointing out some of the hypocrisy in Hollywood.
I
At
know
the
exactly
time.
who I am. I'm the dude pretending to be a dude, pretending to be another dude.
Yeah. Oh god. Backflip.
The you people scene.
Yeah. What do you mean, you people?
Well, what do you mean, you people? It's that like that dumb look on his face. But he's like, oh shit.
You checking these little points?
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody yet. I'm about to fly over to Walla. Oh no, it's not on Walla. Okay. I can. I'm just gonna be like, nah, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
Tropic Thunder is probably like one of the greatest comedy movies of all time. It's in the top 5.
Could have been better without Jet Black.
Yeah.
He ruined it for me.
I never found Jack Black to be funny. Oh, the little point over there is gone. Oh, well, guess I'm not getting that back.
He was too extra.
Assassin's Creed Shadows? I really don't care. People have an issue with Assassin's Creed Shadows, but they have no issues with the Last Samurai movie. They can suck my big toe.
I don't get why they're so bad. Like, Assassin's Creed has never said that they were factual.
Yeah.
Like, you're looking for some magical object, you know, the apple or whatever that has literal magical powers. Like, come on. It's not realistic. They're just telling a story. I would have just doubled down when they're like, "That's not real fact. That's not how it really happened." They're like, "Well, this isn't the same reality. This is a different dimension.
Yeah,
This is
this
how
is
it happened
Earth.
in this dimension."
This is Earth
So
2.
stop. Yeah, we live in Earth, 317. This is actually taking place on Earth 51123. So it did happen here.
They had no issue when Jake Gyllenhaal was the Prince of Persia. He's definitely not Persian. It's just more of that selective outrage. I'm mad. Man. It's like, grow up.
The video game, not a history textbook.
Exactly. Nobody had nothing to say when the Yasuke anime came out. Everybody fucking loved that. Like nobody. Like when the Yasuke anime came out on Netflix a couple of years ago, no one had anything to say about it. Everybody liked it. Now that he's a character in the video game, you don't like it. George Washington's story was strong as fuck though. Yeah.
Yeah, no one got mad during the Civil War one that Assassin's Creed did.
Yeah. American Revolution.
Yeah, no one got mad about that one.
Yeah, and those are not even real Indians, bro. Those modern day Indians, they're from Siberia. Like you can't be from Siberia and be a native, bro. That doesn't work like that. You're just an immigrant. Those at least have never faced any sort of hardship. They haven't seen things to feel. True.
Ain't nobody doing this, bro. 66 out of 15,000.
I know. I think I scared everybody off from when there was that Crusader because I killed a guy in a Free Legs and I killed a guy in a course there. They're probably like, man, fuck this, I'm gonna go to a different server.
See that here. Even they running away.
I think CIG missed an opportunity with the Firebird. They could have made it modular. You can take out the missile bay for a QED system, you know? This is the Smithsonian Museum came out and said that the ice bridge theory is not correct. They could be, but the purpose of doing it like this is to avoid getting a crime stat. I might have to just shoot whatever's here because I'm getting kind of bored of just quantuming place to place, looking for actual players.
Yeah, Timbo. England wasn't the only place that came to North America. There was a rush to the New World, and a lot of countries went there and actually occupied territories there.
This one's destroyed already.
So to share a little bit of the white guilt, it wasn't just us Americans that killed the Indians, it was the rest of the world that did too.
A lot of Indians are still living though. We are still here. I don't understand how it can't just drop me right on top of the thing. We'll have to slow fly 30 kilometers somewhere. It's not like they gave us fucking quantum boost. Alright, here we go. Just gonna kill all these guys. The super fun Master Mode's flight model.
Target destroyed. Shields hit. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
I think that one's the one that had the Zeta in it. I want to go see. If you destroy the ship, does it destroy all the cargo? I also speak Portuguese, pork chop. And my ship's moving. God. Give me the animation. Oh my fucking God, bro. There we go.
Engines online.
This guy's back. That guy right there, can up that player, kill him.
Shields hit.
He's the one that killed me earlier.
Bogey. Target destroyed.
Where'd his body go? His body disappeared.
Bogey.
Oh yeah, I don't have a tractor beam or anything like that anymore. Alright, I'm gonna go repair real quick.
Is now on.
I think there could be some potential PvP fun with this. If people are actually playing it when it goes live. If nobody's playing when it goes live, then you know you're not gonna be able to find anybody. Fuck it. People want board my character. What do you mean?
Second.
All right.
Quantum drive is now off.
Oh yeah. Nobody will even be using a character for this mission. Because it's useless unless they're just going to use the front.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. Takeoff comes. Engines offline.
See if I can find some armor to put on while I'm here. Yeah, them getting rid of bed logging is kind of like dumb. Because they designed all these ships to have beds. So are they going to redesign all the ships? Like, why are there so many beds in the fucking Idris if you can't use them? Send it to me on Discord. Yeah, I'll take a listen to that after the stream's over with. Nope, there hasn't been. They have a whole lot of ships in their backlog still, and they just keep making new ships instead of making the old ones. That's something that makes me upset. It's like how many people have been waiting years for a merchantman, and the designer that was working on it just like left the company, and they've had very little progress on it since. He's not lootable because they're broken. That's something particular that annoys me to no end. The Zeus MR was the last ship that I'll buy in concept. I guess technically not, because I did get the upgrade from the Carrack to the Perseus, but I feel like that's different. Alright, be right back, guys. I need to go to the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. How many people on this server? Not that many.
Engines online. Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
Oh, this ship used to be so good.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Trying to quantum to you, but it won't let me. Even though I have you selected. I'll just go to another one of these little thingamajigs. Yeah, this is a low pop server. I think after the 230Ks early, people were like, fuck this shit.
Right.
This is PTU.
Quantum drive is now up.
By the level of jank. Hey, my bonus payment keeps going up for doing absolutely nothing.
Right?
Shields. Target destroyed.
Going so slow. Like, why am I blacking out? My God. Is it over 70%?
Target destroyed.
Yeah, nobody wants to play this gay ass master modes.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Like, who just steals Zeta Prolinate and just leaves it in space? You know what I mean?
Well, even the NPC know there's nothing to do in the game.
Bro, it could be like one thing. It's like, okay, they're taking this Zeta Prolinate and they're taking it to like a hostile bunk. They're taking it to like a hostile distro center, right? So you could either like QED the fucking people if they're out in space, or you have to go to the distribution centers and like get the Zeta Prolinate from there. Like, just having it like out in space is like, what are they doing out here? Just hanging out? They're hanging out with an explosive cargo, just like in space. One of the boxes is floating.
Yeah, you can shoot them off the cargo grid. I shot these crates off the grid.
I don't have a tractor beam to activate it because I want to see what happens when it blows up.
Shooting it doesn't blow them up, apparently.
No. I think they have to be... I was going to get out and look at them, but I guess I'll look at the small one.
Oh, up one.
Engines offline.
On the old boxes for the Xeno threat mission, there was like a little timer on it that will like count down once you hit it with a tractor beam. Yeah, it looks cool. I don't like the flight model in No Man's Sky, so I can't get into it. If I could use my sticks, I'd probably play it, but I don't like the flight model.
Quantum drive is now off. Bogey. Lock.
This pisses me off even more because it just reminds me of doing service beacons, but worse. At least service beacons were actually fun.
Right.
They probably took them away because everybody would get killed. You wouldn't be able to do them anyway.
Target destroyed.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but this company made a force feedback flight stick. Problem is, it's like the base for it is like fucking huge.
Yeah, for the motors and everything.
Yeah.
Target destroyed.
And the entire thing is really, really paused, but it's big. I was like, I'll wait until someone can make something just a little bit smaller. But that's like the next level of immersion that we need for a game like this, is force feedback for the flight sticks.
Target destroyed.
Shit, we need a fucking real flight model, to be honest.
Right.
There are no Nimble fighters in Star Citizen anymore. Everything is fucking flat and cumbersome. Vibrating stick sounds dual purpose. Yeah, a lot of the LGBTQ streamers will love that.
Quantum drive is now off.
Oops, John, come on. No, they didn't spawn out here.
The Arrow is still more fun than some of the space slugs, for instance. Yeah, I have No Man's Sky, but I haven't like played it. I guess I just go around the station and shoot NPCs for a little bit. Maybe that's where all the PvP is happening right now. I mean, we were playing Delta Force, and in Delta Force, you could actually fucking damn near tricord with a helicopter.
Yeah, the helicopter's nice. I like flying it. I got a new cheese way of just dealing with the AA. I just keep the smart rockets on, and I just stay far, far, far away, and I just keep shooting them until he dies.
It's a smart plan.
If I go all the way out to the edge of the map, there's nothing he can do about me. Besides try to pepper me with his 30 mil. But if I'm all the way in the back, just strafing left and right, like he can't hit me. I said, forget the air to ground missile.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, that motherfucker don't even lock onto the right thing or lock on at all.
It's like, lock onto the tank. No, we're gonna lock onto this empty four-wheeler next to it.
Yeah. Lock onto that thing shooting at you? Why would we do that?
Quantum drive is now Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
And the fact that we still don't have like quantum markers for our bodies.
Right.
I don't think people would be like so like upset about losing their stuff if they just simply added a quantum marker to your body. That would fix a lot of issues. Maybe I'll give it a shot one of these days, but I just can't get past the flight model. I'm just like, bro, what is this? Like, it's too arcadey. I feel like the flight model's worse than Starfield's. Starfield had a really bad flight model.
The new No Man's Sky update, you know, that's the assets from Light No Fire.
Yeah.
Quantum drive is now off.
So, I won't play No Man's Sky, but I'll give it Light No Fire a try. If they don't pull a No Man's Sky again.
I think they learned their lesson.
Is now off.
Yeah, we'll see. Time will tell.
Yeah, Light No Fire should be good though. Probably be streaming that for a while. I'm just kind of glad that, you know, there might be some other options of games to play later this year that'll be fun. It does.
Right there.
3.7. I'm telling you, yeah, 3.17 was the best.
Yeah, it was peak Star Citizen. It peaked at 317.
and you know, started falling off at 318.
Target destroyed. Bogey.
The fact that I have to like use quantum mode to go a few kilometers is crazy.
Right. There's Hunter. I hear the hammerhead.
Is that a player?
Yeah, could be. It's a single name.
Target destroyed. Bogey. Bogey.
It's Huntier. It's probably in chat. Anybody want a career hammerhead with me? No, I don't think he's alone. He just killed somebody in that thing. Or somebody.
Got NPCs out here shooting at him.
Bogey.
Yeah. Nobody on his hammerhead is shooting. Oh, he's just ramming people? No, he's got. It looks like he has people shooting. Yeah, he's screwed.
Going.
Yeah.
Got 1, 2, 3 turrets going.
How do you have an announcement in 0G? There's no oxygen to carry that sound.
Shields hit. Target destroyed. Bogey.
For me, the A2 is still the better crew chip. Because you can focus all your fire on a... It's easier to focus your fire on a single target. Motherfucking arrow. Jesus Christ, I'm only pulling like 3 Gs and I'm blacking out. Come on, game. What is this?
Target destroyed.
This makes no sense. And don't tell me because it's mass. Because I pulled more Gs and bigger ships and not black out.
Shields hit.
Jeez, dude. I'd say the A2 is the best, and the Redeemer's a second. What would be third? I wouldn't put the Hammerhead in the top 5. I guess maybe you could. The Redeemer recruit's pretty nasty. He has a lot of HP too. But it's so damn sluggish. It's the main issue with it.
All I know, when base building comes out, we're gonna have an A2.
Oh yeah.
Bomb some people's bases.
Target destroyed.
Hopefully they make changes to Master Chose and make it faster. Because if they have good turrets, like the A2 will get shot to shreds. But you already know bases are going to be virtually indestructible, though. Because if they weren't indestructible, then all you would have everywhere is just destroyed bases.
Yeah, well, they said they weren't gonna be they weren't gonna be invincible. Everything they've ever alluded to is they could be destroyed. Because like if they're not destroyable, then there would be no point to getting a high security land plot.
True, I guess.
Other than paying more money to have it. And then shields, what would be the point of the shield generators? Where is she? You are.
It's getting lit up.
Shields hit. Okay.
Couple of them.
There's gonna be so much debris out here when this goes live.
Target destroyed.
Players like, oh, there's so much debris around the space stations. Alright guys, we're gonna make an event that will create more debris around space stations.
Okay.
Makes sense if you ask me.
Shields. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
And then they've been advertising like their ship showdown stuff, and they have like the Razor LX and the Fury, the Racing Fury,
Destroyed.
and they're like the need for speed. I'm like, bro, these ships are slow as fuck now. What speed? Like, what are you
Right.
guys talking about?
High octane racing at 100 miles an hour.
Right. Well, you know, Canop, if you convert the speed from meters per second to miles an hour, it's actually pretty fast for us anyway.
My grandma.
Well, Canop, if you don't like it, you can just find a new game to play. We don't care if you spent your money with us. Like, we have our yacht party on Christmas, so your contribution has allowed Chris Roberts to buy 2 new yachts for our party. So for us, this is okay. We don't care that there are so many destroyed ships
Target destroyed.
around stations. We don't care because we don't play the game. We make the game.
It's not our problem. We don't have to deal with it.
Is Crusader good? Is Crusader good? Still any good since the Zeus and the Perseus are coming? Well, we don't have the Perseus yet, so we don't know how bad that's going to be in terms of flight. But if it's faster than the A2, then I would say yes. It's going to be very good. Because Crusader ships, they go like 160 meters per second
Target destroyed.
in SCM mode, which is entirely too fucking slow.
Bogey.
The other problem is like if you're trying to fight one of these NPCs and they're not trying to fight you, trying to chase them down is like almost next to impossible.
Yeah. They have unrealistic handling of their ships.
Bogey.
Look at this guy, so fast with master modes. We.
Shields hit. Target destroyed. Okay.
Oh my god, this ship's so annoying to fly now. Every time you turn, you start blacking out for like no reason.
Target destroyed.
But I think they're trying to make a Crusader starter ship, so we'll see what that's like. Guardian's gonna be big and bloated.
Target destroyed.
That's one thing that kind of infuriates me about the Spirit series, because those wings are so big and they don't have like any space in them to do anything.
Target destroyed. Okay.
Oh man, I was hoping that more people would be playing.
Right.
Like, it'd actually be fun to get in the PvP fights, people trying to do the mission. Especially out there because there's no Kamare.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Shields hit. Okay. Docking initiated. Docking denied. Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Station not working. It's working now. Maybe. Yeah, it's working. Is that you?
No, I'm out here fighting still.
Someone keeps locking, unlocking.
Could be the hammerhead. They're all right over here by the station.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Until the current threat in this sector has been resolved, civilians are advised to avoid engaging in safe travel. If not possible, use extreme caution to leave the station.
Shields hit. Okay. Okay.
Until the current threat in this sector has been resolved, civilians are advised to avoid engaging
Where the hell are these missiles coming from?
in extreme caution to leave the station.
I can't even do anything with that fucking Avenger because it's just so damn fast. It just flies away from me. Can't even keep up.
Try to help you with him. He's a leak.
Just like after my boost is gone, it's like my ship is just slow. My ship is just so slow.
Okay. Target destroyed.
He's down.
Imagine a little fucking Titan outrunning your top of the line spaceship.
Target destroyed.
It's like, catch that Avenger. Like, sir, he's too fast. I can't.
Until the current threat in this sector has been resolved, civilians are advised to avoid engaging
Shields hit. Okay.
Station should be lighting them up, but I think they're not using the station because they probably killed the server. The station was shooting too.
Right. I hear missile spamming all these targets.
Shields hit.
Until the current threat in this sector has been resolved, civilians are advised to avoid
NPCs can now wiggle.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, they have that desync wiggle, don't you know?
Bogey.
NPCs got moves that'll even put winners to shame.
Right.
Target destroyed.
I feel like I'm playing Power Slap with chips.
Right.
My ship
Have
just
you ever-
slaps a little bit harder.
You ever seen any of these top PvPers go fly forward at max speed, instantly do a 360 turnaround, lose no momentum, and shoot a missile at point blank range?
Target destroyed.
Until the current threat in this sector has been resolved, civilians are advised to avoid space travel.
Bogey. Target destroyed. Shields hit. Target destroyed. Bogey.
Oh, this flight model is so trash. Anybody that says this is good is delusional.
Right.
Target destroyed. Bogey.
Mesa. Yeah, it looks like a snooze fest. The only thing that I'm remotely excited about is potentially PvP at the little locations. But even then, it's just like... They could have done this shit way better. They could have used their distro centers as locations where they took the Zeta Prelinade, and you have to go into the control room of the distro center and shut down the turrets, and then you have a certain amount of time to get all that Zeta out.
All right, you go in and hack the distro, turn off the turrets, and get it to open up the data.
Yeah. That would have been so much better. That would have been actual using all of your gameplay assets. But no.
See, there could be a box in the control room.
Are you red now, Cannot?
About to shut the station while shooting things.
Yeah, I'm going to go land. I think that's enough of this. I think 3 hours is enough, right? Remember how I used to do like 5-6 hours of this shit a day?
Right.
Now I'm just like, bro, get it together, CIG, please, for the one time.
Landing gear deployed. Bogey. Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay. Engines offline. Engines offline.
At least the hunger and thirst system is not tripping anymore. I mean, it's still pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it once was.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why we test. We try to look for the things that are fun in the midst of all this non-fun stuff.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Just kidding. You know what happens when I jump down there? Tomorrow we're going to be streaming some Delta Force. Good, man. We're about to wrap the stream up here.
Yeah.
Around the same time tomorrow, we're going to be doing some Delta Force stuff because it's, you know, it's more fun, you know. And thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Peace.